In this video, we're going to go over some really easy investments that you guys can make right now to make coins in this game. It's perfect if you don't have loads of time to be trading. Just simple investments that will help you make really good coin returns. So let's get into it. If you're struggling to make coins on this game, check out foottrading.co.uk. We guarantee you'll make millions of coins with the buying and selling prices for every single card on this game, as well as handwritten guides by us to take you through the week. You'll also get to enter the monthly tournament, meet new people and play for cash prizes. It supports our content, you will make millions of coins, and it will mean you'll never need to spend a single point on this game. So check out Foot Trading, but for now, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so welcome to the video. I'm Fuzzball40. If you're new around here, I guarantee you I will help you make millions of coins and grind league SBCs, so you'll never need to spend a single point on this game. So subscribe if you're new, turn your notifications on, and if you can take the time to drop a like and a comment, I do comment back to every single person, so whether you've got questions, queries, I'm here to help you. Live on Twitch directly after this video, the link is down below. Come and join an amazing community. It's growing all the time. It's absolutely awesome. But yeah, the market at the moment is low, very, very low. And that does not suit EA and in a single way. EA want this market as expensive as possible right now so that they can drain your coins. For those of you that don't know about it, Black Friday is coming. And during Black Friday, EA released tons of SBCs, tons of content to try and rinse all the coins they possibly can from your club. Prior to that though, they also want to drain your club down because one of the major parts of Black Friday are lightning rounds and promo packs, and it's where EA make a huge amount of their money, right? So all they're going to want to do is drain your club for the next sort of, I think Black Friday's a couple of weeks away. So what are you likely to see? You're likely to see repeatable content, continual sort of upgrade packs that require decent amounts of fodder. You're going to see lots of casino packs like the base hero pack we saw yesterday. You're going to see player SBCs. You're going to see tons of stuff being drawn onto this game. So how do you make coins? It's really, really simple. Fodder is your best friend right now. Now last week we saw fodder reach some ridiculous highs. We got 83s up to 2.5, 2.6k on some of them. 84s were close to 5k. What happened this weekend was we got supply from Triple Threat, loads of it. Weekend League came about, so everyone was opening up their rewards. By the way, I got 14 wins this week. Let's go. But everyone opened up their rewards for Weekend League, so fodder came onto the market there. Squad Battle rewards came out, again, more fodder. And then League SBCs dropped, which is fantastic for the game, for us, for grinding, brilliant. But it dropped fodder down. However, that's only a temporary drop. And as you can see, 83s are really far down now. 84s have really dropped off. 85s are down. They're not down ridiculous amounts, but they are down. 86s are down. Realistically, every week you can make this play if you really want to. If you don't want to do Sunday flips, obviously I've got 5 million coins invested in Sunday flips. If you don't want to do flips, you can get involved in fodder. Now the prices you'll see in here aren't really bad prices to be buying at. They're really not bad prices to be buying at. If you can buy them cheaper than that, fantastic. But you're seeing the 1.2k. Now if you want to get this exact page up, all you do on Google is type in cheapest player by rating on FootWiz and it will give you the link to this part here, okay? Now, almost all 83s, 84s, 85s are the same price. So you haven't really got much risk when it comes to who you buy or what you buy. But again, if you can see a 1.2, if you can get a 1, 1.1, which should be more than achievable on a lot of them, even if you bid in, 83s are really solid, 84s are great. Now, a lot of people have said to us, well, what rating do I invest in? And it is a bit of a lottery because you've got to think, you're relying upon EA's content. You're relying upon EA saying, right, you're going to go in and get a 85 rated team for the base hero, for example. But as you can see, the 85s didn't exactly rocket yesterday after that. If anything, that slightly drops off. And so, realistically, it just comes down to where you think your coins are best placed and the coin budget that you've got. If you're the sort of person with 100k, for example, do you really want to be buying 86s? Probably not. Your value is probably going to come from the 83s, 84s, maybe some 85s. If you've got 500k, you might want to spread 83s, 84s, 85s, and then maybe a few 86s. Most of the repeatable content that EA will bring out will probably be lower rated stuff. Now, that is just based upon other years. Doesn't mean it's a fact, but it probably will be, because that's the easiest way to rinse people's clubs. Again, it's a lot. If EA brought out an 86 rated repeatable for an amazing pack, or an amazing sort of icon, because we've got that coming, by the way, we'll talk about that in a second. If EA brought that out, you're going to notice those 86 rated cards being bought and listed and spending a lot of coins. If EA go and bring out a repeatable SBC that requires 84 rated players, suddenly it's like, oh, I'll do 1, or I'll do 2, or I'll do 3. And you spent the same amount you would have spent on an 86, but you just didn't realise it because it was coming down slower than it would if you were doing an 86 rated squad. But what do we have coming onto the game that makes this so good? Obviously, we've just had the base hero pack. We have got in the code an 86 plus upgrade, which I expect we'll see today, most likely. We have got a Road to Knockout / Trailblazer pack coming. We've got a max 89 hit icon pack coming, and there's another pack coming. I can't remember exactly what it was. Amongst that, there's other random little packs that are also dotted about in there. So they're going to be relatively low risk no matter what happens. But within this whole setup here of Fodder, there are cards that have dipped to Fodder prices that probably aren't Fodder cards, okay? Now I'm looking at someone like Araujo here, okay? Araujo is down at 86 Fodder price, which is absolutely mad to me, okay? Now, it will depend where he gets to later on at 6 PM with content, but last night you could pick Araujo up at like 11.5k on snipes with shadows, and that was unbelievably cheap because, again, this card is still being used by most people. I still use him in my team, which says everything you need to know about how much I rate the card. Rudiger, again, just slightly above, but basically on 85 rated for the price again. Easy to pick up with shadows for 7.8, 7.9. Now, once this video's gone live today, the market potentially will see some sort of slow rise from the lows we saw on Sunday, Monday morning. So they may not be achievable at this price. But when you're looking at Fodder, if you can see cards that have dipped off like crazy, and they're very, very good cards that have ended up being like Fodder prices, there's usually a good sign to buy into those cards because you haven't really got any risk. If 85s are selling for 7.5, 7.6k, and Rudiger's selling for 7.7, there's no real risk there. If you're buying him with a shadow at that price, then there's even less risk there. These are sort of cards that I think are really good investments if you are low on coins and you don't want to risk them too much. Will they boom back? I mean, if you look at Rudiger again was what on console on Friday was down at 10,000 coins, okay? Is he going to get back to 10,000 coins again as a standard? Probably not. I'm not saying he's going to sit there and get back to 10,000 coins again. But if he gets up to that 8.5, 9k, maybe a little bit more of shadow, you're still picking up over 1,000 coins per card. Realistically, I think you could probably get lazy sells on them at 9.2, 9.3 with a shadow in the long term, almost certainly. But remember, this big drop-off here has been a continual drop-off that we've seen with this Black Friday panic. It does have to sort of slow down at some point. And again with Araujo, if we look at his card, if you see him from Friday, he has basically lost, what, 2,000 coins of value? He had got closest for the price before and got so low, but people will still use this card. So again, is he going to suddenly rocket back to 18k? No, he's not in any way, shape or form. All you need to happen though is for 86s to go up in price and he rises with them. And if there's any sort of demand for that card again, he might get a little bit extra on top. So that's how you can sort of invest in the Fodder based upon sort of using decently well liked, I guess is the best point. Because do I think Araujo now is a card that everyone's desperate for in their team? Not at all. But again, they're still used. Cards like Araujo and Rudiger are still, that's my centre-back partnership is these two cards. So again, they're still very, very good on this game. Outside of that, what else can you be doing, right? Now, it's all really going to come down to where the market sees itself tonight. There are a lot of cards that are down in value. So if we look at someone like Marcus Rashford is down at 55k at the moment, okay? Now, again, if we look at his hourlies, he just dipped off and just kept going down this weekend and getting low. And basically, he's now sat at his low, which is 55. Now, I'm recording this at what should be roughly, it's actually bang on 8 o'clock, as you can see on the screen. Oh, you can't because my camera's in the way. It's bang on 8 o'clock. This tends to be the lowest point of the market, but when buying flips, basically, you get a really low point at like 9 PM UK time, maybe a little bit earlier than that. Then you get a little bounce and a massive drop again into 8 o'clock on Monday. Then they start to rise. Some of these cards, I mean, Rashford, if we look at him on Friday, 96,000 coins on Friday. He's now 55k. Like, these are significantly big drop-offs. Griezmann as well, I think he's massively down. I've bought into a couple of these guys at these prices. Slightly lower than that, to be fair. But Griezmann, again, 50 on a Friday. Now at 29k. I bought into a few at 28 with Hunters on him. These guys here, we always talk about the 20% rule, but it's becoming bigger this year. It's becoming 30, 40%. When they get to that stage of drop-off, by the sort of Sunday, Monday, you can tend to buy in. Now, you may have missed the boat slightly on these guys, because they may now be starting to rise as this video goes live. If they haven't, you've got a chance to buy in potentially still. But the longer you leave it, the less profit you make, basically. But these cards that are low, what will happen is they'll get listed up, but they'll still get massive undercuts on them, so you guys can still pick them up as they're rising. So as they're going up, let's say Griezmann gets to 31, you may be able to pick up some snipes at 29, 29.5. in the hope he gets back to 34, 35, 36. That's the aim in all of this. But the market is really new this year. It's a completely different way. It's really gone back to old FIFAs in the way that it moves and the way that you trade on it. And I love that because it's my favourite way to trade. I love working with fluctuations and how the market dips off and you think, right, that card is too low now, let me buy into him and sort of let him rise. But that's always going to carry risk with it, no matter what happens, because it only takes a bit of content of a French striker to come out and suddenly Griezmann doesn't rise. So we always spread our bets as about at basic level. But that's what I've been doing right now. If you guys are low on coins, Fodder is a great play to make. In the next couple of videos, we're really going to go over trading with League SBC content and how you can make coins from that. You can then use those coins to basically improve your team, or you can put those coins back into the League SBC grind again and make a huge amount. I'm going to be putting stuff on the website for you guys that are subscribed there to massively help your grind too. But if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe down below. Make sure notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. But for now, I'm out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon.